Here we are on this gorgeous spring day, and I'm getting ready to show you this Palo Alto Eichler. It has one of the prettiest courtyards that I have ever seen, and also there is an original dining table. I'm so excited to show you. This listing is courtesy of Tim at Midtown Realty. Thank you so much for letting us tour. I'm so happy for the opportunity to be able to show Eichler fans this beautiful house. Come on in and let's take a look. I'm not sure if this video will capture it, but the transition from light to shade here is really beautiful. It's kind of like it envelops you. So here we go from light. And first we have the shade of the tree, then we have the shade of the carport. I know originally this was designed as a carport for a car, but it really feels like the first part of the courtyard. Then we come to this interesting screen feature, and then we come into the courtyard. Eichlers are known for blurring the line between indoor and outdoor living spaces. This atrium is a prime example of that. We see here that the pavers have already been laid, and around the border, there are already mature plantings. Especially notable is this Japanese maple that's growing up between the post and beam construction. This is literally an oasis before you've even entered the house. Entering the home through the courtyard. You can see here the ceiling, the walls don't go all the way up to the ceiling. So really, when we say the kitchen is the heart of the home, the kitchen is in the heart of the home, and it is the heart of the home in the Eichler. So I'm going to take you in the front door. Here we have a lovely sunny family room that is connected to the kitchen. This kitchen is amazing because it's original. It's in its original configuration. They have done some upgrades. There's a new countertop and a new butcher block on this table. We're going to examine the table a little bit closer, but this is the original configuration of an Eichler kitchen, and it has been modernized with the modern cabinets and the new double oven, new sink, new countertop, new fridge. But this is the original way that Eichler laid them out. And so you can see this view of how the walls don't go all the way to the ceiling. And what that allows is that the light still travels from all of the glass walls and from the skylight. So the light travels throughout the house. And over here, with a view, a full wall of glass to the backyard, you have the dining area and the formal living area. They are divided halfway by the brick fireplace. And while this room presents as darker, this is the original mahogany paneling. And then there's plenty of light coming in through the windows. So this reads as a more kind of designer room, but it is not dark per se in person. And then you have the fireplace with the floor to ceiling window on the side of it. And a view back to the dining room. And then here's a view of the kitchen. One of the things that I'm the most excited about in this Eichler is the original table. You can see underneath that the framework allows you to pivot the table out, so you could actually reconfigure the layout of your kitchen somewhat if you wanted to. I really wanted to jump in and show you how this table works, but at an open house or at someone else's listing, the last thing you want to do is to try out a feature and accidentally break something. They have added this butcher block on top, so I'm not sure if the table is now permanently affixed to the cabinet. So unfortunately, I cannot show you this table in action. On the left side of the house, we are going to tour the private family living areas and the bedrooms. First, we will tour the primary suite. This room is bathed in natural light, from the sliding glass doors and the full-length windows to the outside. Then we turn, and the ensuite has a vanity and then a wet room. Floor to ceiling tiles are featured, and then a bit of a sunken area to capture the water from the shower. But they have not put in any glass walls. So what they've done instead is run a track in the ceiling and then run the curtain to capture the water around on a track. So when you're not using the shower, you can push it away and you still have this fully open room. The other thing that they've done is put windows on 3 sides. Granted, they're small, they're sliver windows on 2 sides and then a big window across the back. So the room really feels light and bright and open. Across from that, you do have the standard primary Eichler closet. This one features a tile floor and some built-ins already. Down the hall, we're going to see first a powder room. And this room is smaller, as a powder room would be, but it does have a mirror and an overhead skylight, so it's really bathed in bright light. And along the hallway side closets, we have this wonderful grass cloth paper that they have left in place. And we have the floor to ceiling window to let in light into the hallway. Now we're going to tour the bedrooms. The first bedroom, they have taken the effort to replace the carpeting in here, which I find to be a really welcome feature. In the hall bath, we feature a tile floor and a double vanity, a door to outside, which is common for Eichlers. And then they've done this really cool thing where they picked a tile that was appropriate for a bathroom, but it also harkens back to the grass cloth wallpaper on the closet doors outside and is true to its Eichler roots. Finally, we come to a room that they have staged as an office. This room has such an iconic feel to it with the post and beam construction and the clear story windows on both sides, and then this modular desk unit and drawer system that they have installed along the wall. The last place that I saw one of these was in the Burlingame Eichler that I toured. I'm going to put a link to that in a video card up above. And feel free to go check out that office and see that it has the same vibe that this office does. Hidden over here in the corner. I mean, that door is really pretty hidden by the paneling, but there is a doorknob, so you can see it. For this one, the garage access is out in the courtyard. It's kind of a hidden door, except for there is a doorknob. And we have a fairly clean one-car garage. So here we have our systems, in-floor radiant heat, and the water heater. Then we also have a workshop area, which I love to see. They've created extra storage by building this kind of rafter platform. There's a little bit of storage over here. And there's some storage over here too. Let me just point out one feature that is kind of mid-century modern, and that is the pencil sharpener installed in the workshop area. I love that. And over here by the door, there is another storage platform. So they have kind of carved out a lot of storage in here, as much as you could possibly carve out. So here in the backyard, this tree is perfectly trained up around the house, giving you shade and kind of a canopy. I hope you can hear how quiet it is in this backyard as well. And the other thing that you have is this mature evergreen. And it goes all the way up. It's fantastic. It is so quiet back here, and the birds are singing. And this landscaping, sometimes when we tour a house, it's clear that the agent has done some work to it. And then you have to just hope that the landscaping, kind of stays in place and matures nicely. Here, we are looking at established, mature landscaping. This lawn is established. The borders have already, been planted. And there are things that are going to come up and bloom every year for you. You're not going to have a big, long, involved gardening experiment. As if being an Eichler and being in Palo Alto is not enough, this house is also in the Green Meadow Community Association. This means you have the opportunity to join the association and to be part of the pool and social club with swim teams, dinner parties, tours, and holiday celebrations. In the best possible way, this harkens back to an era when people were more connected to their neighbors and more involved in their neighborhood. This community association brings people together to socialize and raise their kids together. We live in an insanely digital era, and the association offers the kind of community and connection that makes this house all the more appealing, friendly, and valuable. Isn't this a cool property? I'm so glad we got to see it. If mid-century is your jam, let's connect. I would love to help you find your perfect home in the Silicon Valley. Oh.
Take two.
Okay, take two. That's okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
you
just
did a
don't.
great job. I've seen these.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, that is so nice of you. I'm so passionate about it.
It really is. I was blown away by it. So
thank you.
Definitely take
That made my day. Thank you. Thank you. Like and subscribe.